It's called the 21st Century Antitrust Act, and it would redefine how New York State can sue companies for antitrust violations.
We would change the standard because what's happened over the years, this is a century-old antitrust law we have in New York, and court interpretations have made it near impossible to take effective action in the modern economy. So we would change the standard to one that's called abuse of dominance, which is used in much of the rest of the world, and would give the Attorney General tremendous ability to actually take real regulatory action.
Right now, the state attorney general can target companies with 70 to 90% of market share within an industry. The Antitrust Act would lower that to 40%. Critics say that's too low, and it would make New York in line with European countries, which have much stricter regulations on big business.
That's the kind of thing, this bill is pretty open-ended for really giving the attorney general a blank check for being able to go after companies really for just competing against their competitors.
There's a two-pronged test. One is, are you a dominant player? And that can be established by your percent of the market that you control. And the other is, are you taking action that's unfair or abusive?
New York has always been a hub for business, commerce, and innovation, and some fear this bill would be a big step backwards. Supporters say this bill will help save small and medium-sized businesses that often have to compete with bigger companies that have better resources.
That's a little bit like suing Apple because the iPhone put the BlackBerry out of business. We love the iPhone. We want companies to do that, right? We don't want the government to say, oh, Ford, you built the Model T, and that put the horse and buggies out of business. That's not the kind of role we want the government to have.
The bill passed the Senate Monday. Its fate in the Assembly is less certain.
Just 3 more days left in the Albany legislative session before lawmakers leave Albany for the remainder of the year. Now, in years past, that was significant because once they left, they were very unlikely to return before January. However, last year, when they started holding Zoom remote session, they were able to come back in and vote on bills over the summer and in the fall. So perhaps that has changed going forward. Outside the governor's office on the east side, Zach Fink, New York 1.